Hey, beautiful people! Welcome to another episode of Nikki's Savory Vegan Eats. I am Nikki, and tonight I am going to be making a nice, warm, succulent, and savory dish that you can actually prepare out during the fall and winter months. So I had a friend that contacted me actually within the past week and said, Nikki, I'm looking for a nice vegan dish to be able to prepare out for me and my family. And it's getting really cold like where they live. So I was thinking, what could I actually make? Because now I have no concept of the weather. I live on the West Coast, and during the days it's a 90-degree temperature. So I got to thinking, and I just thought of the perfect dish. So you guys, tonight I am going to be making a vegan savory shepherd's pie. That's right, I am going old school on you guys. So stay tuned as we prepare out this dish.
Okay, so I'm going to be using some beefless crumbles. I promise I won't use this for every vegan dish I make. An eggplant, red onion, yellow squash, zucchini, cremini mushrooms, rice cauliflower, Bertolli marinara sauce, diet vegan cream cheese, chive and onion, organic breadcrumbs, herb seasoning, and my parsley and basil plants. I use them all the time, so why not let them grow? Listen to that sizzle as I add fresh minced garlic to the olive oil as I create my base for flavor. Next, I'm going to add my beefless crumbles to the fresh minced garlic, and I'm going to stir and cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes till it's nicely browned. Adding a little extra virgin olive oil so my meat doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. My shepherd's pie wouldn't be a shepherd's pie if I didn't add my colorful red onions. And let's not forget those savory cremini mushrooms. Mushrooms add so much flavor when it comes to meats and gravies. Next, I finally diced up some eggplant to add to my meat, as I didn't want to chop it up too chunky to have it stand out in the meat sauce. This eggplant is definitely going to be a game changer when it comes to making the shepherd's pie. I'm going to add a mixture of zucchini and squash. Not only am I attracted to its colors, but also the health benefits behind both of these vegetables. So with the zucchini, did you know that one zucchini has just 25 calories compared to a baked potato that has 130 calories? And with squash, there's actually 2 types, a summer squash and a winter squash. I'm going to add my first jar of Bertolli marinara sauce. And then I'm going to add my second jar of Bertolli marinara sauce. Building out my cauliflower crust. So here's some rice cauliflower after adding water and putting it in the microwave for 7 minutes. I'm going to add some diet vegan cream cheese with chive and onion for extra flavor to build out the cauliflower crust, along with a teaspoon of both sea salt and black pepper. These 3 ingredients are the only ingredients I'm going to use to simply build out my cauliflower crust. I'm going to use a potato masher to mash out my cauliflower until it's nice and soft, at which I can go ahead and mold it and simply place the first crust layer into my cast iron skillet. Here's my nice and shiny cast iron skillet. I simply maintained it by adding a little olive oil to prevent it from rusting. Now I'm going to take some vegetable oil spray and spray it throughout the cast iron skillet so that my cauliflower crust does not burn. I'm going to take the cauliflower crust mixture and just simply start adding it to the cast iron skillet. I warmed up some vegan butter and parsley flakes, and I'm simply going to brush it all over my cauliflower crust. Look at that golden brown crust after adding it to the broiler for 15 minutes at 450. Now I'm going to add my Bertolli marinara sauce. It's blended with eggplant, squash, zucchini, red onions, and different spices. I'm evenly spreading it out in my cast iron skillet. You can see the steam coming off of it. Now remember that cauliflower crust I talked about? So I'm going to actually now add the second crust on top of my marinara sauce so it can add an extra level of crispiness to my shepherd's pie. I'm simply just going to spread this out and just make it nice and proportionate. The final touches to completing my cauliflower crust is adding some vegan butter and parsley flakes. I'm simply brushing that across. And then I'm going to add some organic herb seasoning breadcrumbs. This is going to give my cauliflower crust an extra layer of crunch. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how my cauliflower crust came out. It's nice and golden brown and it looks oh so savory. Here's a closer look of how my vegan shepherd's pie with the cauliflower crust came out, you guys. Look at that golden crust included with the vegan cream cheese, chive and onions, and herb seasons breadcrumbs. I'm adding fresh parsley for extra color and taste. And voila, you guys, my vegan shepherd's pie with cauliflower crust is now complete. And this is what I think about when I want to eat nice, warm, succulent, and savory.
Okay, you guys, it's about that time again. It is time for me to do the taste test to see just exactly how my savory vegan shepherd's pie turned out. So here it is, you guys. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? You can tell that's like one of my favorite words. Look at that, you guys. Oh my gosh, the colors are just so beautiful. So again, I used some Gardein meatless crumbles. I used some red onions. I finely diced squash, zucchini, as well as eggplant. And I'm really haven't had eggplant but maybe once, so I'm a little bit nervous to see what this even tastes like because I've never tasted this dish before, ever. And then I made like a double cauliflower crust. So instead of using like your typical mashed potatoes that you would for a shepherd's pie, I decided to use a cauliflower crust. So I went ahead and put that crust at the bottom of the cast iron skillet, and then I just like softly brushed it with a little vegan butter and parsley, just as a nice little mix. Added some chives to it as well, to the cauliflower crust. So I used the sour cream and chives vegan cream cheese to give it a nice extra kick. And then I just basically reapplied another layer on top. So here we go. Let's see how this actually tastes. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of that crust in there too. Here we go. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Woo. I gotta get another bite. Another bite. It's not like it can be 3 for 3 that my dishes are actually turning out well, you guys. Like literally, it's really, really good. I'm so shocked. I'm just as shocked as you are. And I added some fresh parsley as well. This is so good. You know what I taste is so unique in this dish? I can taste the chives. The chives, they like pop in your mouth. They're so flavorful. So I can taste the chives in here. I can taste the eggplant, but it's finely diced. I also put some cremini mushrooms in here, which I haven't even started really eating mushrooms until this year alone. So there's like all these vegetables finely diced in here, and it gives off that sensation that you're really eating like a meaty meat sauce, if you will. This is my happy dance. Yep. You know that happy dance when something tastes good? So I'm a black girl with no rhythm, 2 left feet. It's okay. I'm doing my happy dance in my kitchen because this is so freaking good, y'all. It is so good. You see this? Okay, so that's 3 in the book. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna challenge you guys to make this dish. It actually takes about 20 minutes to actually, cook or whatever the case is. Another 15 minutes to prep. So less than an hour, you guys, less than an hour. If you don't mind adding a cauliflower crust, just to give it like another pop to it, if you will, then you can do that. Otherwise, use mashed potatoes. That's going to taste just as good. I am Nikki with Nikki's Savory Vegan Eats, and until then, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So good. So good. So good. Bye, y'all.